What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours. Good afternoon and welcome to the channel. My name is Beena, and this lovely little fella enjoying the sunshine with me is Walter. I hope you're well. As my dreadful tuneless singing has mentioned, what a difference a day makes, for real. Yesterday was just so unbelievably grim out on the bike. It was freezing cold, wet, dark, just generally miserable. And today it's freezing cold. Yeah, it is still cold. It's still only, I think, 4 degrees. But look at this wonderful sunshine. And I'm not having to wipe my helmet, missus, every few seconds either. So, lovely day, absolutely lovely day. This is, I didn't do my mirrors very well yesterday when I was wiping down Walter. Yeah, this is what it should be like on a winter's day, nice and crisp and clear. Yesterday, if you watched the video, you'll know it was a bit miserable, and that's what it's been like for about a week. So this is a very nice change. You know, I'm gonna have a moan, obviously, only insofar as I don't like the low down winter sun. But you know, it is preferable, I guess, to the low down winter water. That makes no sense. So yeah, we're out on another ramble. I thought I'd do another video today because yesterday's was a bit shorter than usual, because I did wimp out and went home, and I thought maybe if I didn't really know how that video was going to go. Actually, it wasn't too bad in terms of being able to see. The camera lens certainly fared better than my visor did. But I thought, if nothing else, I can record again today and then use that for footage next week, maybe, if I'm not out on the bike. I was going to say, because it'll be Christmas Day, but it won't, will it? It's what day is it today? Saturday. I've lost all sense of time. So yeah, next Saturday will be the 23rd. Almost Christmas. What are you getting for Christmas, folks? Is Father Christmas bringing you something nice, motorbike related? Let me know in the comments. I think the only, I was going to say the only motorbike related thing I'm getting is some earplugs, but what a short memory I have. Because only yesterday I was talking about the Merlin Shenstone perforated summer jacket that Mrs. Beena has very kindly bought me for Christmas. Otherwise I'm getting radio related, ham radio related stuff. Nice new microphone for one of my handhelds. And maybe I'll get a 6th gear for my bike, because I just went for one and there wasn't one there. So yeah, what are you getting? Anything nice? Let me know. We are just going to go off on a potter today. As always, no destination in mind. It's just nice to be out, and especially in this lovely sunny winter's day. I'm sorry, I'm going to be sniffing, and I really apologise for the sniffing. When I came out just a few minutes ago, I said I must make a conscious effort to not sniff all the while. And as soon as I start talking and the cold air hits me, and I have got to just recovering from a little bit of a cold, it all happens again. So rather than making a concerted effort to stop it, I've just drawn attention to it by mentioning it. So well done, Beena. Put over a little bit. I've been watching some of the other Royal Enfield YouTube channels this morning. Whilst I before coming out, because I'm an old person now and obviously don't need any sleep. What is it with when you get old that you seem to sleep less? I don't know. Can't see that, but directly above there's a buzzard getting mobbed by some crows. They're never happy when the big birds of prey are near their nests, because they do have a tendency to take their chicks or their eggs, and they were shooing him off there. What was I saying? Yeah, getting old, you do tend to, I'd say not need as much sleep, but I really do. I mean, I go to bed at a reasonable time, you know, maybe 11 o'clock at night, and the second that my head hits the pillow, I'm spark out. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating. It'll be a matter of seconds and I'll be fast asleep. But then I'll be awake at 5:30 and sort of fitfully awake, and then up by 5:45, 5:50. Just a bit of a bugger, because I'd like to lay in, like when you're a young person and you can lay in till 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. Apparently that doesn't happen anymore. Maybe that's just me and my wife, who knows. But the one bonus of that is that you get up and oh, such a beautiful view over there with the sun. Oh, lovely. Yeah, the bonus of that is that you get a lot of shit done. So, you know, this morning I've done a load of housework and washing, and we put up our Christmas lights outside all by 10:15 in the morning. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I afforded me some time to catch up with some YouTubers and their Royal Enfields, and I always get insanely jealous of their locations, because there are quite a few of them up north, and this Saddlebags 73, I think he is. He's down south, so he's in sort of Devon, Cornwall way. I think he's Cornwall, isn't he? I don't think he'd appreciate being called someone from Devon. I'm sure there's some kind of sort of rivalry there. I do remember watching him have a bit of light-hearted ribbing on his Devon counterparts. He's got some lovely views around there. But a lot of them do seem to be up north. We've got that bloke on a motorbike, and he's up there in the Peak District, and there's Tame, I think he's up north. Obviously you've got Coast Rider Scotland with Bruce, he's very north. I was watching his last video earlier in that little town that he lives in. Is it Dunbar, I think? It just looks so picturesque, such a beautiful little fishing village. Very jealous of that. But yeah, there's some oh, who's the other one? The Bingley, is it the Bingley Wheeler? I can't remember. He's got some beautiful views as well up in Yorkshire. And we've got some nice, there's some nice countryside around here. It is quite flat though, although I probably shouldn't be too down about that, considering how Walter and his kind treats hills, i.e. not very well. But yeah, it is quite flat, which means you don't get kind of the panoramic scenic vistas that you get from those up in hilly areas. We also forgot Glyn Owen, who of course lives in Wales, which is, I think, my favourite part of the UK. Snowdonia in particular, absolutely adore that place. But yeah, I mean, we've got some nice fields, we've got some nice countryside out here, we've got some pretty little villages. We have our first red kite sighting just up there. But yeah, we are surrounded by some places like Dunstable and Luton though. sorry, Lutonians and Dunstonians? Duntonians? I don't know what that would be called. But then I guess there's always going to be sort of larger conurbations, towns and cities surrounding any places of natural beauty, aren't there? Unless you get really out in the sticks. There's some llamas over there, not alpacas. You do see a lot of alpacas about, don't you? I don't know, maybe you don't where you live, but whenever you see a field full of woolly South American camelids, they're usually alpacas, but they were definitely llamas. In fact, my village, there is a small field with a small paddock with some alpacas in. And they always look like such ridiculous creatures when they've had their summer clip. I don't know now, I don't know whether they sell them for meat or the wool. I think it might be the wool that they sell them for, so when they've been shorn, they look ridiculous, they're big pom-pom heads. And incredibly, I haven't been spat at by one yet, which I can't say the same for llamas, because I've definitely been spat at one of those when I've been to a petting zoo before as a kid. I don't usually venture out this far. Probably should. I say that, it's probably going to end up at a main road or a dual carriageway or something, isn't it? Oh no, Barton le Clay, we know Barton le Clay. That man had ear defenders on, I think. Strange. Look at that tree over there in front of us. There's a lot of crows in there. When I was up on the where should we go? It's telling me to go right, let's go left. You can't tell us what to do. When I was up on the roof earlier, well not on the roof, when I was up on the ladder, step ladder earlier, stringing some lights up across my garage, guttering, there was a magpie who was sat on the eaves of the roof, spying on me, and he was not happy with me being in his on his manor. Had a right shout at me, and then he gave me a really low pass swoop at me. The ungrateful little bastard, I'm always feeding him. I do spend a bloody fortune on bird seed and fat pellets and things for them, but I love seeing them in the garden. In fact, I'm actually trying to befriend a robin that's in the garden, because they're quite friendly little things, aren't they? And they're quite sociable. And one in particular gets really, really close. And he sits. Where are we going? Let's go right. He waits for me to go out in the morning with my big tub of fat pellets. Oh dear, what's going on there? Must be a serious accident. Yeah, he sits and waits for me on a branch out there, and I can get within sort of 4 feet of him. And he's looking at me, he eyes me up, and I have every morning at the moment I'm sitting out there very optimistically with a little handful of pellets, trying to coax him onto my hand so I can feed him from my hand. And he's warily looking at me, and I end up throwing one towards him, and he'll eat that and then sit and wait for another. But I'm desperate for him to come on my hand. But it probably won't happen, because he knows I'm going to throw the load on the floor in just a minute or so after I've tried to coax him down. But he will be mine, and then I will train him, and I'll have a robin army, and I can seek vengeance on my enemies with my robin army. I'm not sure how effective that will be. More effective than going for that 6th gear that I just tried to do again. Oh, now this road is usually really empty because everyone goes up that road that's been closed. So I guess people are now seeking a detour. Their sat-navs have probably told them to go somewhere else. Well, something's burning. Oh, this is usually one of my favourite roads because you can get a bit of a lick on down here. And they're lovely swooping corners that you don't have to lose any speed. And they've spoilt it. How dare they? Go down here. Let's go down here. See this person in a Maserati behind me who's desperately trying to get on my pillion seat. Yeah, let's go down here. Being careful because I know that there's usually loads of gravel on that part of the road. That's better. We like the road to ourselves. We're selfish like that, aren't we, Walter? Oh, look at that over there. Very moody looking sky with some crepuscular rays coming down from between the clouds. Oh, I don't know what that was that just dove in there. Now I was just thinking to myself there, I mean, who else would I be thinking to? It's a crazy comment, isn't it? I was just thinking, looking at those sun rays coming through the clouds, and it's quite a moody looking scene. It'd make a good photograph. And I am a keen amateur photographer. But I've been in a bit of a slump for a while. So I haven't got out much over the past few months because my dog's not particularly well. I don't really like to leave him, and he's not going to be around for much longer, so I don't want to leave him on his own all the time. So we haven't been getting out much. So I haven't been taking a lot of photographs. And this time every year I usually grab the 12 best photos that I've taken for the year, and I make a calendar which I give to my mum, and we have one as well at home, and we get it printed up, one of those Vista print calendars. And this year it's wow, that sun's really low and bright. This year I've had another red kite. This year I haven't really had many photographs to put on there, sadly. It's just been a load of birds in the garden, and as nice as photos as they are, I like to have a bit of a mixture of things. We usually go away for our anniversary at the end of October, early November, and I usually get to take a lot of photos there, scenic photos and whatnot. But we didn't this year because, like I said, the dog's not very well, so we've had to give that holiday, had to skip that holiday. But the reason I mention it is that when I got Walter here, I thought, I'm going to go out and about on a bike. I'll take my camera with me, and I'll be able to get some photography done. It gives me a good excuse to get out and do it. And I enjoy riding him so much that I never stop. So that hasn't happened. And it's more difficult, I guess, at the minute in the winter because you've got so many layers on and it's a bit of a faff taking things off. So I will again endeavour to do it in the spring, summer months, because I do love photography, and it's a shame that I haven't got much done. It's busy along here today. Just feel the traffic avoiding that road closure. I have no idea how long I've been waffling for. This could be half an hour. It could be 10 minutes, all I know. I really should keep an eye on how long I'm out for, shouldn't I? Oh well, if it's a shorter one again, then that's fine, because we had a 20-minute one out today. 220s are just a little bit longer than what I usually put out, aren't they? So that's fine. Well, all being well this weekend, hopefully we'll be able to get out 3 times on Walter. Damp one yesterday, a sunny one today, and I've remembered to put my winter gloves on today so I can actually feel my thumbs. Oh, they hurt so much yesterday. It's funny, isn't it, how just a degree or two difference is so noticeable. I mean, I've got my other gloves and I bought some silk inner gloves for them, and that works absolutely fine around about 7 degrees, 6-7 degrees. Yesterday when it was 4 degrees, my hands were bloody freezing. Don't like wearing thick winter gloves because you just lose all feel and just feel like you're wearing, your hands feel wooden. I'm sure there must be good winter gloves out there that don't feel like that. Let's go this way actually. Just ignore my poor sat nav. Just feel like his life is redundant. And we'll go back down to here. You're just going to pull straight out there, aren't you? Then mate, you go out, I mean, you're almost there, aren't you? It's no good stopping in the middle of the road, is it? You may as well, you're committed, you may as well go. Well, reindeer, I should do a reindeer count on the instead of the usual, critter counter that I always mention, which I never put on for whenever I see a red kite. I should have a reindeer one at the moment for a festive count. So it does seem to be the in-fashion decoration, doesn't it? Although not in the Beena household, because we have dinosaurs. My wife has bought, well, since last year actually, we had 3 wire dinosaurs with lights on them that are on outside the front of our house. And then today she's put up a big sort of diplodocus, which is it diplodocus or diplodocus? I don't know. But yeah, big green wire, one of those with lights on. It's just gone out there as well. And then we've got a little row of battery operated string of dinosaurs with bulbs in them hanging from our fireplace. And you'd think that we'd have kids, but we don't. We just like dinosaurs. I mean, why wouldn't you? They are pretty awesome, aren't they? And it makes a change from reindeer. That'll be interesting. That's telling me to go over there. We're not going to. We're going to ignore shock horror. We're going to ignore the sat nav again. We're going to go up here. You're going to pull out on me as well? No, you've spotted me. Thank you. Gloomy in here. What you wouldn't have noticed yesterday on the video that I posted was I kept mentioning, I think, how gloomy it was, but the camera obviously compensates for that, doesn't it, and bumps up the exposure, so it didn't look as gloomy as it was. It really looked almost like twilight when I was out for most of the day yesterday. And it's getting a little bit like that here at the moment with the thick clouds, but you don't really tell that from the video. I say that, it looks really gloomy. It's probably because I'm wearing a smoke visor, isn't it? Idiot, honestly. I mean, that wasn't the case yesterday. I had a clear one, but always wary when you see people waiting to pull out. I don't know about you, but I always try and make eye contact with drivers whenever I see them waiting to pull out of junctions or driveways, just to make sure that I can see they've seen me. Well, looks like we're coming up some traffic here, so I think I might call that one for the day. I don't know how long this has been. I've completely forgot to look at my... Oh, actually, I could see, couldn't I, on here? How long have I been going? 35 minutes, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I'll call it a day. It's a little bonus one today, or yesterday was a bonus one, I'm not sure. let's say they're both bonuses. I hope to get another one done before I figure out that I don't have 6 gears that I just went for again. Good lord, that's the downside of doing this vlogging. You don't pay attention to how many gears you've got apparently. But yeah, I hope to get another one in before Christmas Day, so in the meantime, have a wonderful week. I'm sure many of you will have Christmas office parties in the intervening time, so hope you have a good one. Don't overdo it, and if you do, don't go out on your bike, and if you do go out on your bike, you stay safe and keep the shiny side up. And I will speak to you next time. Bye!